We're back.
Nope, I'm not. I said I wouldn't, and I'm not.
There's been 100 comments.
I said 1,000. Run it back.
On Jonah, you said 1,000.
I mean, I'm not gonna put it on Jonah, but I swear I thought I said 1,000.
She said 100.
I don't think I said that. Okay. I think I said 1,000 comments.
You did not.
Y'all, let me. Okay. Well, let's start over. If I see
no, you can't start over. You did not renege on our KFS family.
I'm not reneging.
I'm so sorry, you guys, that Megan wants to negotiate with our supporters.
Because y'all want to hear this. Oh,
we're back. Shit. Get somebody back me up in this bitch. God damn it. I was thinking in my mind, is it possible to harmonize with yourself? Whatever, we're back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As you can see, we're still in LA.
Sunny LA.
See, now you want to sing. Nah, bitch. Sunny LA. Nah, nigga. What is wrong with you? You look so beautiful. We're in Los Angeles, California. We wanted to give you all
I love that necklace.
Do you?
I remember.
You picked it out. I like it too. It's a little tight,
I think I said I wanted it, and she said, "Yeah, that look good on me." And then she bought it.
It probably fit better on yours because my neck is a little thick. It's like I ain't never been with it, Betty.
You gotta swallow extra hard.
Gotta do the jelly. Popping a link off. Ding, ding, ding. We're back, you guys. We're so happy to be here with all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Another episode. We made it.
We keep making
it. We made it.
What's that?
Don't act like you don't know that song.
What song?
Oh, yeah, we made it. We made it. Is that her or something? Oh, yeah, we made it. Somebody in this bitch. No. Ashley.
I do know, but I don't know who the person is.
All right. Oh, yeah, we made it. We made it.
Ashley. Our videographer
swears
she can sing, and she can't.
And it's like,
she's
stop.
so tone deaf.
We don't need you to jump
funny.
in.
And she thinks we be singing, and we like
randomly.
We'll be
like
and
hear
then
an extra
Ashley
note.
is like, I'm like,
do you hear that? Something is flat.
Something tone deaf in the background. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. See, every time she tries to prove, and it's bad.
And it's horrible every time. But yeah, that's a song. Yeah, we made it. Whatever. Either way, we made it.
Amen.
We're gonna keep making it, and
no matter what.
Anybody that's praying on our downfall, they prayed on our downfall. It's not gonna happen.
It's not. That's not.
Y'all keep wanna
knock us off a rocker. Knock us off a rocker.
We might rock, but we ain't gonna knock. Okay, we gonna we're back. It's like, fuck. Come on, Sally. Keep going. So yeah, we in LA. We feeling the vibes. We're going to a comedy show tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna link up with a few people out here, do a few more interviews out here, and
we're just blessed, man.
Vibing.
We're just so blessed. Like I feel so. I just kept walking around this house, and I was just like, "Thank you, God."
Yeah.
Like, thank you, God.
Yeah.
The ability to be able to do this. The fact that we're Black females.
Yeah.
Own our shit 100%.
Yeah.
Fund our shit 100%. Like we do this.
Yeah.
And we're doing it.
We're doing it, and we're gonna continue to do it, and continue like you
to grow.
You always say, submit our yes.
Yeah.
We don't need to know A through Z. We're step A. This is what God told us to do right now, and until
Ashley trying to kill this fly with a pillow is the funniest thing.
It's first of all, you're not gonna get it. Ashley, she over here trying to kill and swat. For y'all that are listeners and y'all can't see, she looked like a fool.
She on her knees.
Slipping, sliding around on marble floors. Got Ashley tiptoeing on my marble floor. Oh, all right, Rick Ross. Look. Don't explain. We don't need an explanation. She said it was gonna get the food,
and I'm hungry.
I still want to eat. So yeah.
How you feel?
I feel good. I feel happy. I feel like, what the fuck is happening?
No, for sure. 100%.
No, for sure. 100% hands down.
100% hands down.
Okay, real quick. Y'all want merch?
Do y'all want merch? Because, I mean, I'm hearing little
really
rumbles, but I don't know if they want it.
I really don't know if y'all want it.
It's like y'all say y'all want it,
it's like
but
y'all say y'all want it, but do y'all want it?
You know? Like, y'all said y'all wanted a podcast, so we gave
y'all
that,
a
but I don't
podcast.
think y'all was ready.
I don't think y'all want merch. Is it like, what is it?
I got you.
Was it food or was it lip gloss?
It was lip gloss.
Oh, okay.
You know food can't get through your front teeth. That gap.
Fuck! Every episode, you know what? I learned something about my best friend every episode. From I don't like chunky. Talk about my nails to my gap. It's like, what you think about me?
No, because remember that time?
One episode, she was like, you need to pluck your titties. Your areolas are hairy. I was like, well, sweetie.
Oh, just because your shade isn't captured. Let me tell you what this bitch did. First of all, this was after our fight. So I was like, the other day I was like,
What did I say?
Maybe she was actually like, bitch, I'm still not over that.
No, what did I say?
You said, we was in the car, and she was like, did you wax your eyebrows? You did your eyebrows lately? Like, you waxed them? And I was like, nah. She was like, oh, they look thin. I was like,
I did not say it like that, first of all.
Word for word.
No.
She was like, did you, like, super curious. Did you wax your eyebrow? Like, I think she's about to be like, damn, bitch, they look great. I didn't have no makeup. I didn't have nothing on. She was like, oh, they look thin. I was like.
First of all, I was like,
I just want y'all to know it's mutual over here.
It's mutual.
Okay?
At least we're honest.
She was mean. I was mean.
I'm sorry.
That was mean.
I'm sorry.
You didn't have to do
eyebrows
that.
are so beautiful, though.
It's like, it's too late.
It's too late. That was a month ago.
But it was right after we had just made up, like literally that day. So I was like,
bitch.
I was like, wait a minute.
Just a little below the belt.
Yeah, I was like, because afterwards I was like, no, I just, and then I was like, wait a minute, bitch. That was an insult.
Yeah, they're thin.
She was like, yeah, they're thin.
They're thinning. So,
yeah,
no,
bitch.
well, I love you. So, yeah. All right. So,
Want a full card?
Yeah, pull a card. Any
Any
card.
You go first.
All right. I'm going to just pull what's on top.
No. Damn.
This is a good one.
Okay, go.
What does my love feel like?
I don't want to do that. We've done that one before.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
On the pod?
Not on the pod, but we've done that card before.
Well,
and we always do a different one.
No,
we always
tell
do the black
me.
cards.
Tell me what it feels like.
Okay, your love feels genuine and not comfortable. I'm not trying to say that. That's not the word I want to use. But like secure. Like I feel secure.
Aww.
That's what your love feels like to me.
That's sweet.
Your turn. Yeah, you
well,
thought I was
Megan
gonna
is a woman of many words, and you just wanted to get to nitty-gritty. I was like, oh, what else? And you said your turn. You trying to Jedi mind fuck me. You trying to trick me? But that's fine. I'm gonna tell you what yours feels like.
I said what it felt like. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all see what I did with it?
I'm letting the plane go by.
Oh. That's fine. You was being obedient. Look at you.
Your love feels like hope.
Sunday morning? No.
It gives me hope.
Oh, what you mean?
And it feels comforting. Like it comforts me in a time of need. And it always gives me hope. Anytime you love me and we get through something, I like have hope and faith. Like everything is fine. Like you always be like, you're fine. Like,
am I?
Fuck hell! I'm sick of this shit. You're making me like, you're fine. I'm like, you're right. I'm a warrior. I'm gonna cry.
Why do you have to be ugly about it though? Stop. Like,
yeah, no, for real. It gives me hope and it's comforting. It really, really gives me hope that everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, same.
And your love is selfless. I mean, that's what love is in general. Love is selfless, but you really like today. Megan woke me up. What did I say when you touched me?
you said, oh, you. I said, well, who else?
I had nightmares last night.
Really?
Yes.
Like, about what? Jesus.
Just bad dreams.
About, should I sage? I got sage.
We should. Just random stuff going wrong.
With the pod?
Little stuff.
Oof.
Tab was late, and when she got out the car, she was obese.
You had a nightmare. that Tab came out the car.
And she was so late.
But she was obese.
Obese. And there's nothing wrong with obese people.
No, obesity is not healthy. That's
I'm saying.
That's not healthy. And Tab is not obese by any means.
And obese does not have a T. Megan? Obese?
You're right. It doesn't.
It's just obese.
Obese.
That is not obese.
Well, you know how a T at the end makes it.
I've been obese before.
Baby?
Overweight is obesity, right?
Oh, yes, it is.
Or is obesity extreme overweight? Can somebody get the definition?
Please,
Let's talk about it.
Because
I've been overweight
another reason
before.
for them to be mad.
Right.
Going off in the comments.
Anyway, it was a nightmare. All in all. It was wild. It was just little stuff. Grossly fat. I don't know if
over.
it
was grossly fat. What's over that? What's over obese? Because I was that. I was
almost grossly. Jesus. I look at my before videos.
What?
You know what? Y'all still loved me.
Ooh.
Yes, I believe I had an eating disorder.
See, it wasn't that for me.
I'm not even gonna be not even being funny. I believe I could not stop eating when I was full. That is a mental disorder. Oh my God. Because Megan knows it's true. That's serious. Okay, overeating.
I'm just trying not to laugh at that. Because
you know it's real?
No, because I do know it's real, but I'm saying, I'm laughing at you specifically, not the idea that people have eating disorders. Jesus, not eating. Never mind.
We get it. See, we dragging it now. Everybody gonna be,
yeah. Never mind.
Obese. I had a nightmare.
Going back to how my day is.
But anyway, let's trickle back down. I was obese.
And now we're not. And amen.
And now we're not. So.
And that's the thing. If you don't like, what do you always say?
If you don't like something about yourself, change it. And if you can't change it, embrace it.
Embrace it.
Simple as that.
Simple
as that. Yeah. Pull another card?
Yeah.
All right, let's just move on.
We're going to pull one more card.
Which one do you want to pull? Astonishing? Red?
Is it astonishing?
Astounding.
Or amusing?
Amusing. I know it started with an A.
But you want to come for me about obese. Bitch, you can't read either.
No, for sure. Can't read, pronounce, comprehend.
Do the orange one. Do the orange one.
The orange one?
Because you only put one. I told her to go get some cards. You got one. I'm not. We just talked about love. Well, we just talked about love, so.
We make all these rules and break them.
Yeah, well. Jesus, this is a good one. How has your understanding of love changed throughout your life?
Wow.
That's what I was saying. I was like, damn.
I think I used to be really selfish with love. I think you helped me a lot with that too. Not intentionally selfish, but like noticing like everything ain't always about you. One of the biggest lessons that you taught me was with your kids when you moved to Atlanta. That's like a pivotal moment in the way I treated people. Not just you, you know. I think we talked about that story before, but I remember I don't know if it was one of our disagreements or it was something, and Megan was like, well, I've been living in Atlanta for 3 months and you have never seen my kids. And I was like, oh, like all my friends have kids. No one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. Yeah.
Or they haven't expressed that. Yeah. And I'm not a parent, so I don't know what that feels like to want, you know, like how important, obviously I know people's kids are important
to them, yeah.
But to be like, I'm sure when I have kids, I'm going to want you to be around my kids, you know, but to see it from that point of view, it's like you have to love everybody different according to what they need from you, not just what you want. Like, I'm like, it's cool. I see you want to see it. She was like, no, like that's important to me. Like my kids are important to me. And if you love me and you love them, you know, you should be in their lives. And, you know, I shifted from that point, but I never looked at it from that point.
That person.
Yeah.
I think the reason why that was important to me is because at the time, that was right when we moved to Atlanta. So before, I was in Ohio. Yeah. And so I was traveling from Ohio to Atlanta or Ohio to wherever she was. So I was moving around a lot. And I never wanted my kids, you know, I never wanted the boys to resent B because they never had a relationship with her. And I didn't want them to be like, this is the person that pulls my mom away from me.
Wow.
Instead of being
and we don't even know her.
And we don't have a relationship with her. So it would be like mom's working instead of, oh, mom's with Aunt B. I feel like it's softer when it's like, oh, that's my mom's just with mom and Aunt B are working. So you know what I'm saying? Because they love you.
Yeah.
But that only comes through relationship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was important to me. But I'll flip the question, not flip it, but I'll ask you, what has love changed for you throughout your life in the sense of how you receive love? Like, do you feel like that has changed throughout your life now that you're 32?
My expectations, you think? Is that what you're saying? Or what do you mean?
Just how you receive love. Like, what does that look like? I feel like love looked different to me when I was 20 than how it looks to me at 32.
Of course. I mean, I think it's definitely different because I value different things. Younger love could just be like, oh, I get to see this nigga.
Or he bought me a bag. Or he bought me a flight.
Or he's texting me back. He likes me. He loves just the immature, childish mindset. But now it's so much deeper than that. Like, if you truly love somebody, you go to the ends of the earth for them. Like, it's deeper than just the bare minimum, you know, and it's deeper than how you feel if you like that person that day, like, which makes me think, I'm like, have I ever truly, like, the people I thought I was in love with, was I really in love with it? Maybe at that moment, that moment, that's all I could offer, and that's all I knew how to accept. Yeah. But when you mature, your definition of love truly changes. It changes. It's like, and you don't love me. I feel like
love it's an endless evolving journey. You know what I'm saying? It may always look different in certain seasons in your life. Like the season I was in last year and maybe still kind of lingering, acknowledgement is a big thing for me. Like that speaks love to me. If you acknowledge how I feel, if you acknowledge my countenance, if you acknowledge.
What's countenance? I said, like, bitch. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
What's the definition? Your facial, like your
posture,
physical posture, and how you are presenting yourself. You said, what is that?
Wow, I've never heard that word.
Countenance?
Yes. Are you learning words weekly or something?
I do have a vocabulary app that I look at every day and try to learn. I feel like, especially, this is our job now, like, to talk. So I feel like.
That's what I said. God has been telling me to read.
Yeah.
For real.
Like
expand
I'm
yourself. Like, he didn't tell me where to start. He didn't tell me what to read. He just said read. God told me to read.
And you need to start with a dictionary.
Jesus. Thesaurus. What's a thesaurus?
I don't know. You remember back in the day, like, we had dictionaries and encyclopedias. Like, we had to physically do stuff.
Flip through the dictionary. I remember I got in trouble and I had to write almost all the words. I couldn't make it to Z in the dictionary.
You got in trouble by who? Wow, really?
Who you think?
Really?
I was like, I'm cramping. I cannot make it to Z. I think I made it to, like, the B's. But think of every word in the dictionary that starts with A. Writing that word down and writing the definition.
That's mean.
My getting in trouble had nothing to do with my vocabulary.
Like, what is this teaching me?
What is this teaching me?
Wow.
Torture.
You're like, anyway, before I get triggered.
Before I start crying, I need to feel.
Ooh, these stones. Ooh.
Did you want to answer the question? What was the question on the card, the orange one?
How does love look different throughout your life?
How would you? Oh, yeah.
And I think for me, like, love is acknowledgement right now, and that has changed. But I think one thing that has always remained is quality time. Yeah, that is a big thing for me.
That is a big thing for you.
It is a big thing for me.
Even with the kids, like your kids, outside of them knowing me and, you know, being like, okay, that's Auntie B.
You got to spend time with them.
Yeah.
You got to be at the house.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's not, still, I don't think that's a big thing for me. Mm-hmm. And the older I get, the more.
I don't know. I feel like you kind of, because I feel like the other day, or what was that, last week? We did something all day. It was like family day. Like I said, it was like family day. And we went to Jonah's game and then we did something after. I don't know what we did.
Oh, yeah.
But you had stayed in, like, it was, I don't know, it was just fun. We had a fun day.
Yeah.
We didn't have no work to do.
Oh, yeah, and I was like, we need to do this more.
Yeah, you were like, we need to do this more, and I was like, we need to make sure we do something every month. We need to do something where it's family day or whatever. Yeah. But I feel like the more you do that, the more it feels good to you. It's like, it kind of, you don't need it every day. But I don't need it often. Yeah, you don't need it often, but it felt good to be just with family.
I feel like I do like it, but the older I get, the more, what's it called, a hermit? Mm-hmm. I really like to have my space. And I used to never be like that. Yeah. I used to always have to be around people and be doing something, or I'm more like calmer now. Yeah. I don't know.
And I think that's part of it, though. Like, we weren't doing nothing crazy. We weren't turning up.
I feel like
it was just like
our definition of turn up, y'all, really is not. I don't know what y'all think, sweetie. It's a turn up. It's a good movie. It's a good cuddle up. Cuddle up. Just like, let me tell y'all something about Megan Ashley Brooks. Let me tell y'all something about cuddle up. We got into this. No, let me tell him.
I knew she was going to bring this up because I know her feelings were hurt last night.
My feelings was hurt.
I know her feelings was hurt, but.
But can I say my part? Because
because you're trying to make me seem like I hurt your feelings.
You did.
But
it was valid, and I understand why.
Go ahead, tell him. I said one night. Go ahead.
Okay. She wouldn't let me sleep in the bed with her last night.
This house has 4 bedrooms. There's 4 of us. There's 4 bedrooms. There's 4 beds.
That's so
There's
whack.
4 of us. There's 4 bedrooms. There's 4 of us. There's 4 beds, 4 bedrooms, 4 of us.
I said, why can't I sleep in the bed with you? She said, because I don't want to. And I said, well,
but why?
I use her on her because she always says, I'm a Y person. I said, I'm a Y person. Why?
And I said,
because I don't want to.
Period.
But then she really said, because we always do. She said, for one night, can I have my space? That's mean. I wanted to cuddle.
Actually, how do you politely ask for space from a friend?
Ooh, good question.
I think I don't think I've ever asked for space. When have I ever asked you for space? Ever. Even
I just be like, you want to? She'd be like, nope. Like,
when do I say no?
That was a doozy.
When do I ever say no? Rarely.
A lot. If I ask you to do something dumb, not dumb, but like something dumb that I want to do.
Okay. So yeah, of course.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. But I don't say no to you.
No, you don't. Thanks.
Anyway.
No, yeah. How do you ask a friend for space? I think now it's super easy as adults, and when you like are in this space, we have boundaries and we know who we are. If we don't want to do something, we don't do it.
This is how we ask for space.
How? How do you think?
If me and B have spent like a significant amount of time together, like this week, we're gonna be together.
We're gonna be together for 7 days.
Well, not only that, but this next couple of weeks,
this next month
is kind of hectic, and it's gonna continue to be that way. But you know, sometimes we'll get like she was filming for the last couple months, so we didn't have to be with each other every single day.
He was like, I miss you.
But we would obviously we
talk every day.
Every single day, multiple times a day, but we didn't have to be in each other's face.
Physically.
And then when we do, if we get off the flight and, you know, she go home, I go home, and I have to call her for something, she'd be like, yes. That's how we tell each other. I need a minute. We'd be like, yes, what do you need?
What do you need?
What do you need?
Oh, I love that. That's good.
That's how
we tell it. That's a healthy way to do it. Try to keep it light.
Yeah, but it's like,
yes. She's like, I know. No, literally, I loved that Megan did this the other day, you guys. So she had a list of things that I had to do. Like, when I say a list, it was like bullets. She sent me like a paragraph. And she called me before. She's like, before I send this over, before you look at your phone, just know it's a lot. Like,
take it
point by point. I need all of these things from you in the next 30 minutes. Take it point by point. Don't get overwhelmed. But like, you don't realize how important. I wouldn't have realized how important that was if you didn't do it. Mm-hmm. If you didn't do it, then I would have been like.
But you didn't want to know why though, because I watched you. I'm a studier of people. I watch. I like, for whatever reason, my mind naturally logs patterns and responses and it just downloads.
Yeah.
And I always watched how in the beginning part, when I was just kind of coming and tying shoes and quietly doing my role, I watched how overwhelmed you would get if things were presented to you in an overwhelming way. And I felt like it was always over. And I would watch her. I would watch her be kind of calm and like, okay. But then when I would see it. Like, I would see the chaos inside of you, or how I know you. I know you need to take it.
Yeah, piece by piece.
Piece by piece.
Yep.
Checklist.
Do this first.
Do this first, then do this.
Yes.
But if I gave it, the reason, and I told her too, I was like, I'm calling you because I needed to send it all at one time, because that's what I needed to do. But take it point by point and don't get overwhelmed when you see it.
It helps so much.
But I feel like in my role in assisting her and helping her, you know, with her career and the stuff that we have to do. But yeah, I thought that was important. I would just know how you are. Yeah. And I just feel like, here's my thing. If you're going to agree to do something, do it in a way that's conducive for, you know what I'm saying, for both parties. Yeah. Like, I still had to give you that list. Yeah. I still had to do my job. But I can be considerate because I'm mindful that might be overwhelming for her. So let me call and say, hey, heads up. Just so you know, this is coming. Take it step by step. Just want
it helps so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, love you.
Gotcha.
Well, you guys, we have a guest today, actually.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. We are going to introduce her in just a second.
BRB.
Hold on, y'all. Really quick before we go, we got to get to this. Our next partner has a product I use literally every day. I started taking AG1 because y'all know I'm into super healthy stuff. I haven't eaten meat, so I'm really trying to get on my health stuff. Wanted better gut health, more energy, optimize my immune system. Y'all, I hate taking pills and vitamins, so I wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. Wanted to see what all the hype was about.
Okay, guys, what is this stuff? With one delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging, all the things. And when they say recovery, they mean it, baby. I take this stuff and I feel like I got the best sleep of my life.
Of your life. So right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with this convenient daily nutrient. It's just one scoop, y'all. One scoop in a cup of water every single day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health.
To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immunity-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Ooh. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/KFS. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/KFS to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Let's go. Back to the show, y'all.
Hi, hey, Bre.
Hi.
This is my first time meeting Bre.
Yeah.
So it's so good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Love
You're beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank
From
you.
An influencer to a podcaster. She was on the Women of Wild and Out podcast with me. She was my co-host with me, her, and Pretty V, to a real estate guru here in LA. And Nick Cannon, baby mother.
Yeah.
My boss. Nick Cannon.
He said, so I'm going to keep it light.
Let's keep it light. I know it like she tricked me. Let me tell y'all something about Bre. Bre is real tricky. Okay, she's pregnant right now. What month are you? You're on the 9th month. 8 months?
Yeah.
Oh she look, y'all, you can't tell she's pregnant until you see her from the front. I'm like, she looks so amazing. Girl. No, yeah, I'm like, I would have never known until you turned to the side. I said, oh, there's a child in there.
Oh, cool. I wanted to get her on the show. Well, we wanted to get her on the show and just talk to her about relationships and, you know, her life now.
Get to know her. Who is Bre?
Knowing her, what she does outside of, because she is her own person, has her own life.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Thank you very much.
She's like, just let me all know.
So you know.
But before we start and get into the questions, I have a funny story because me and Bre were on the Women of Wild and Out podcast together. And y'all, it's me, her, Vina. Like, we're doing episodes. Like, the podcasts are out. They're still dropping to this day. And we shot it during, what season was that? Do you know what season?
This is when you guys were in LA.
We were in Ontario.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We were in San Bernardino.
Yep. And we would shoot this podcast, right? And we're talking about relationships. I'm talking about fuck boys, and we talking about everything, right? And Bre is sitting there. It's Bre, me, and Vina. We just talking about stuff, she's like, well, I've been married, or I wouldn't do that, or da-da-da. Mind you, well, it ain't her boss. It's her boo. I thought he was just all of our bosses, My boss, Nick Cannon, he right there the whole time, And then when it came out she was pregnant, I was like, that bitch. She tricked all of us. The whole time we sitting here on this podcast talking about relationships, she's like, well, yeah, my man of 10, it's been 10 years on and off. Nick Cannon is right there the whole time. And none of us, but see, that's how you keep it low key. You don't need nobody all up in your business. Because it's time to pop out.
Yeah. So it's time to pop out.
Tell us a little bit about your relationship.
Wait. We got to pull a card first.
Okay.
Don't wait. Yeah, hold on.
Sorry. You're right, Megan. I got to get to nitty gritty. I know. Is it polygamy or not? Okay, sorry.
You like, did you sign up for this or did you not? I want to know.
Did he trick you? Blink twice if you were okay, Bre.
Are you hostage? Blink.
Oh my God.
No, we gotta keep it consistent.
Yeah,
we gotta do our.
Okay, you're right. We're gonna pull a card.
Yeah, pull a card. Let her pull a card.
Okay, I'll let her pull.
Spread it out though, Braylon.
All right.
See, chunky. Didn't even pick him up.
We pull a card. These are just dope icebreakers before we get into the nitty gritty.
This one.
Yep. Okay.
No, let her read it.
I'm reading it.
You can read it, and then we'll all answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In the game of life, what do you see my role as? Interesting.
That's a hard question.
And that's hard to answer
because I feel like I don't know her well enough
to know her. Yeah.
Which one is that? Is that the dating one? That's the amusing one.
Sorry, Bre.
Yeah. She's like, this don't work.
She's like, okay.
I can't even answer that one.
Do one more. Yeah. Do it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's see. One. Take 2. Okay. Fill in the blanks. Life is blank. Love is blank. Time is blank. And we are blank.
Wow. Jesus. Time is blank. Love is blank.
Life is
blank.
Mm-hmm. And we are
blank.
Blank.
Okay, you want to go first?
Life is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Love is everlasting.
Okay.
Time is priceless. Mm-hmm. And we are bad bitches.
Okay. She said, and I'm a bad bitch. So
never get a
ever.
Yeah. All right, I'll go next.
Damn, going last is hard, man.
Oh, you want to go? Because I don't know what I'm about to say.
It's okay. Try your best.
Did you say life is beautiful?
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, she did.
Life is a blessing.
Okay.
Life is a blessing. Love is our birthright.
I know that's right.
We all deserve to be loved just because we are here. Time is irreplaceable. And we
we what?
Are the number 1 podcast in the world.
100%.
Yes.
Thank you. Love y'all.
All right. Life is a journey.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Love is infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Time is valuable.
Yep.
And we are here.
We are
Amen.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
We're here.
We're here.
Every day we wake up is a new opportunity.
This is where we are.
We're here. What is that drink? I'm sorry. I was trying to hold it. I was like, Jesus, is getting deep. But I have got to let this gas out. You know me, Bre. Stop.
No, yeah.
I was gassy.
Between you and V, it was like the whole
time. I'm sure. Vina farted on me the other day.
Sounds about right.
She sat on me and farted on me.
I'm sorry. Beautiful icebreaker.
Beautiful.
Good. Quick, to the point.
We like to do these cards because I feel like it's a good way to, like, you get to know somebody.
Yeah.
You get to kind of,
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I know you like, so anyway, back to the arrangement.
Ready. I'm ready.
First of all,
you know why? Because this is person I feel played. I sat next to her for months.
You're not the only one that said that, though. I'll give you that.
No, it's okay. It was none of my business, quite frankly.
Right? That's what Tab taught us. She said, that's your business.
That's your business.
That's your business. But before we get into the nitty gritty, as B said, tell us who Bre is. Mm-hmm. Who are you? Where did you come? Like, where are you from? Where are you passionate about?
Yeah, so I'm actually from Calabasas, so close to here. Born and raised in the industry, just in LA.
Yeah.
I grew up just riding horses and just like a whole different little lifestyle. All women around me, so it's a very different like type of upbringing. But yeah, I just got into the business world and I just became obsessed with it. I just wanted to play with the big boys, and it was just this whole shift when I turned like 17, because my mom brought me up modeling and doing all this and like commercials and stuff. I did like Welch's and stuff when I was little, and she always like wanted me. Yeah, girl, way back.
I grew up on that. I grew up on that communion. The Baptist church. Yeah, I used to steal them cups off the thing. I was like, give me another cracker.
Yeah, I was a weird little girl. Welch's.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, I mean, but it's just been an interesting circle. It all comes full circle when you're here. You know, the industry, everyone's the same people. And it's like one person opens this door. It's just like a crazy, just a crazy
and
thing.
now you're doing, are you mostly doing real estate right now?
Yeah, I've stepped way more into real estate and investments and flipping properties and like that type of thing. I'm still, you know, I'll take the brand deal, I'll take the bag, I'll do the whatever, but I would definitely say that's more.
What made you get into real estate and flipping house? Like, was it something you were passionate about, or you saw an opportunity in it and was like,
I think it was both. I think just growing up here, I was like known as the plug, like whatever you needed. Like I worked in the clubs. It was like you needed cars, you wanted to rent a jet, you wanted to do whatever. Like
I should
I
have
had
called you
it.
before we booked this expensive ass
When
house.
she said that, I was like, oh no.
Literally.
I was like, uh-oh.
She's like, and they're asking for a wire. They're doing it off the app. I really hope you do not get scammed.
No, for sure. I was sending it to our Lord. I was terrified, but thank God it worked out.
Through,
Yeah. So I was like, she said, I got the address. I was like, okay, we're
right.
good.
Yeah,
We're in here. But people be shady.
Yeah.
But, so I mean, I feel like this has just been, I think just because I knew so many big people and everybody had just had all this crazy money, and I was just watching it all go, and I was like, wait, I want a piece of all of that. So like, why am I gonna refer people out? Like, I'll just go and get it myself.
How to do it.
Yeah, I'll get my license, I'll do whatever, and then that way, like, I'm not gonna just get a referral fee, I'm gonna get the whole cut. So then I started doing that, and then as soon as you started, like, even just renting houses, you know, you're meeting the developers, you're meeting whatever. So then if you can like get in and schmooze with them, then you get their property and so on.
It's all about relationships.
Yeah, and it takes time, but it's like, you know, being born and raised and around for so long, it was easy. It was like, why wouldn't I do this? And then the other money's cool and stuff, but it's not like that quick bag in and out. So I liked that way better.
What else are you passionate about, or do you see yourself kind of dabbling into later on, or are you just like, I love real estate and flipping, and I mean, want to stick there?
There's a lot of things. I think Justina Valentine, we were talking about doing an animal rescue. We were talking about that on the podcast.
We've been talking about that for about a year.
Yeah, we've been trying to find like a decent property. It's really hard, especially because like I want to do in Texas because you get so much land, but there's just so many awful things happening there. So we haven't.
Christina's the perfect person to do that with. She knows how to play about animals.
Really?
Wild and out. We now I obviously have a little more love for animals now because I have my puppy. You know,
she was just like, you were just afraid of animals.
I was just scared. I got attacked by a dog. So obviously I had that trauma. But I remember passing, like, we passed this one exit every time the Wild and Out van picked us up, and there was this dog that was out there. It died, but it was just roadkill sitting on the side of the road. And every day Justina called whatever, I don't know the proper term, but she was like, if y'all do not come pick up this dog, like, there's no, she felt like it was a human on the side. She loved animals, so she is the perfect person to do that with.
She's so funny. She'll be calling me, there's this dog, we gotta get him, who can we send over there?
So sweet.
It's the best.
Sweet.
So I love that. So that's something that I'm definitely super passionate about. And then I want to go back to fostering. I used to foster kids like temporarily. So I have like that type of stuff that I want to do a little bit later. I obviously want to get settled and make sure like that's all good, you know, because you are bringing in other energy to your home.
To live with you.
Yeah, temporarily. It'd be like a couple days, a week, or whatever.
And they got a permanent home.
Yeah, so it'd be temporary. And because at the time, then I got married and he was a felon, so you couldn't, you can't have kids in your house anymore. So that kind of pulled that from me. And then after that, I just started traveling and doing the most. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to come full circle. And then I ended up pregnant. So it was just crazy.
So you were married. When were you married?
I was just about to ask.
2016.
How long were y'all married?
A year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How old were you then?
20. I think we got married when I was 24, 25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So young still.
Yeah. And he was just all over the place. He's just a lot. And he was still figuring it out. He's doing better now. But he was
just not the right.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right situation.
No, definitely not. And we're cool now, which I appreciate, because I just feel like you get married, you have that relationship. Like, I'm cool with all my exes. Like, I don't really have any issues like that. But
would you ever get married again?
Never.
See, that was a trick question.
Never.
I'm like,
no.
So was it because of that experience, or you just realized that it's not for me?
I wasn't really sold on it from the jump.
Okay.
I always just kind of felt like, I think maybe just growing up raised by all women and no one was married, and seeing that it was such a peaceful home in comparison to a lot of my friends, and watching like their family go at it and just different stuff, the dynamic. It was just very different.
Wow.
And I just felt like it was so much more peace in that, and there was so much more like stability and just like different things, and I became my own woman and person that like I don't necessarily know that I would have done the same.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I can't say that for everybody. Of course, it's beautiful to have,
with the right person.
with
the right person.
Yeah.
and I love that.
Right beliefs and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. If that works for y'all, like, great. I just haven't seen it be successful, so it wasn't really something that I was like interested in. But I gave it a shot. He was like, all right, yeah, sure, let's try it, and it was just
Not for you.
no.
Do you feel like being in this industry, and especially like in LA where everything is so or perceived to be so, not plastic, but you know what I'm saying? It's like fake.
okay.
Everybody's like,
Yeah.
it's Hollywood.
Just a
Everybody's an
facade.
actor. It's
Yeah.
a facade.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that played a role into not seeing successful relationships or seeing
sure.
successful marriages?
For sure, but I also, being born and raised here, all my friends and family were normal. Like, they weren't necessarily in the industry. Like, their parents were doctors or lawyers or whatever. Still, like, well off.
yeah.
and great. Yeah,
people.
no, it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
all
yeah.
industry,
Yeah.
but it just, I mean, that's definitely a big part of it
Yeah.
because you see how distracting it is. There's always the next best thing, like the hotter dude, more money, more this,
Wow.
whatever.
Wow.
It's lots of temptation. I mean, this is
Yeah.
the place
Yeah.
between
This is the place
here
for
and
that,
New
yeah.
York,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I also just feel like I love to do my own thing. Like, I don't want to report to nobody. I don't want to pick up your drawers that you could have put 2 inches into the hamper.
Right,
I don't want
right.
to clean up after you.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want none of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what works
Is
with
there
mine.
any part of it that's fearful for you? Like like maybe not now because you've already been married, but was there any part of it where it was just like, because I feel like a lot of people don't want to get into like committed relationships because of the fear of being hurt,
Or
the
failing.
fear or failing,
Yeah. Or not working.
You know what I'm
or-
saying?
Not really. I mean, I had a lot of boyfriends. I dated a lot. And
Yeah.
I just, like, when it was over, I'd be like, it's over. I mean, I don't want to say I necessarily was, like, waiting for the other shoe to drop, but I feel like a little bit, it was always something. It was like, I wouldn't say I have the best pick of men.
Yeah.
So looking back on it, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know.
was not with
I
you.
don't know what the hell I was
Yeah.
thinking. And you'd see the red flags from the jump.
Yeah.
And you dive in anyways, and you're like, oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. And I just am so much more like successful and happy and like full and whole when I was like on my own.
Yeah.
And it took me until I was like 30 to be like, I keep doing the same shit, but it's the same reaction. And I'm like, it's the same thing over and over. And it's what's the definition of insanity?
Right. Doing the
So
same
I'm like,
thing, yeah.
why do I keep doing this?
Yeah.
And the whole time I obviously have my person that I've dealt with on and off, but I always was just like, you ain't gonna give me what I want. It's this, it's
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I don't even know what
What
I
I
want.
want, or if I
want?
need,
What do
if
I
I
want?
want that, yeah.
Yeah. And then after all of that, I was like, you know what? I know I don't want that. And I know that I get all of the pros of what I do want in this relationship.
Wow.
So it ends up working out really well.
So what you say this relationship?
So we all know who she's with.
She is. We're talking about Nick Cannon. Okay. Nick. It's like Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Okay. I love Nick. Nick is such a great human. I literally called him when I was canceled. I was like, they trying to kill me, man. He was like, you gonna be fine, B.Simone. You know, he's just always like that mentor, that big brother you can go to. So respectful, so just a great human across the board. And we even got him on the podcast. We talked about relationships. He's like, well, I don't believe in that, and I don't believe. So what is? I'm not even gonna say. Cause you know on Facebook when it's like in a relationship, single, complicated, like what is, like how does it work with Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
And
Or where
Oh,
did it
like-
start? Because you said 10 years on and off.
Yeah.
So how did
y'all's relationship
So,
start?
I actually met him years ago through a mutual friend, and I went to watch Wild 'N Out. And then we met that night, went to dinner, and then it ended up talking ever since then. I came on like probably a year later, I ended up doing Well and Out, and it was more like Danielle and everyone being like, you should do it. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. I don't care. And that's when we were in LA.
Yeah.
And it was cool, but I mean, I was just like, all right, whatever. This is like a here and there thing. And like him and I would be on and off just because obviously he is who he is and you see how he moves and you know what it is. So you're just like, I don't know about you, whatever. Yeah. But like, as well as you know him, like he's just such a good, great person. Fucking person that you're so attracted to him.
And he's honest. He doesn't hide anything from.
And that's very much how I am. And a lot of people do not like that. And they do not like the bluntness or what you have to say. He's a little bit more strategic and sweet with the way that he does shit.
You're like, I just
to it. Yeah. But he's just like such an interesting human. So it's like, above all, we were really close, like really good friends above anything. Like he'd sit here and tell me about whoever, whatever. And like we've just always had that relationship, which I think is something that lacks in a lot of relationships. Like people can't discuss like past things or whatever.
Yeah. Or current things.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they're currently feeling. Right. Yeah.
And we would just get straight to it. So it was just, I don't know. It's just a very different relationship. And so I know a lot of people got all butthurt when I posted Twin Flame, when I posted our maternity stuff. If you know the real definition of a twin flame, it's not your soulmate. It's the same person. Like, we are literally the same human. Wow. So for our interactions and our communication and just everything, there is no room to argue or fight or disagree because we literally have the same beliefs and everything.
Wow. And what is that belief system? Do y'all believe? Is it it's not a monogamous relationship, correct? Is it polygamy? Is it open relationship? Is it we'll never get married?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's not necessarily anything. It's like, this is just us. This is our relationship. And what you do outside of that is what you do outside of that. What I do outside of that is what I do outside of that. Everything is respectful. Everything is honest. Yeah, so like, we don't really define it, but it's like, you know, you do your thing, I do mine, but like it's the same kind of thing. And I've said this before, and I've seen it come up a lot, is where it's like, I'm only worried about my family. I'm worried about my home, and everything outside of that isn't my business, and it doesn't really bother me. And it genuinely doesn't bother me. There's a lot of women that can say, you know, whatever, but I'm happy with, you know, all of my needs are met at the end of the day. And if I want, so what my favorite thing about Nick is, if I want something, I ask for it. I never have to ask for it again. I never have to say the same thing twice. I never have to whatever. I want more time. I want to do this. I want to do that. Sure. And he's just there. I don't know how he makes time to do any of this shit, but he's there and he comes through. And all of the things that you like worry about with other people, like, I have none of that. Like, he would
that's
never,
something I can respect, though. The honesty. Honesty.
Like, if you're gonna live that life, be honest.
Be honest. If more people walked in their truth, you can actually date people that believe in the same thing you believe in. I believe in monogamy. If you don't believe in that, go fuck with Bre. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't date me. Go date another woman that believes in that, which is a beautiful thing if you are truly fulfilled and happy. Just date people that believe in the same thing as you, and stop lying to your significant other.
It's like you're conning people into a relationship, because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, you told me you were X, Y, and Z, but you ain't. So how we get here?
You guys, really quickly before we move on, we're going to take a little ad break. You know why? Because... Boom, B.Simone Beauty. It's on our lips. I have on Time Will Tell lip liner with the bomb #1 seller on top. Diamond clear gloss. You know. What you got on?
I got on a little bit of baby girl. No, baby boy. I'm sorry, baby boy.
Okay.
Which is the hot pink. Oh, wow. With a little bit of You're My Boyfriend.
I knew it. I knew that was in there. That's our peachy nude.
Yeah, I want like a peachy pink.
Yeah, I love it. It looks so good. You blended it so well.
It's so creamy.
For our KFS family, we have 20% off. It is KFS20. Use the promo code KFS20. All caps, get 20% off, and get your lips to look juicy like this. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Now, does Nick ever want to get remarried?
No.
Or he says he doesn't? No. So if one day...
If he did, I would be shocked. Okay. I mean, if that makes you happy and that's your person and that's what you want to do, I would 100%. Okay. Like, I respect that. Okay. We will co-parent. It is what it is. Okay. It's the same thing like when I got married. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of your shit. I'm sick of their shit. I'm going to get married. I'm going to try this out. And he was like, I'll be here when you get back.
Wow.
And I remember I was like, mother.
I'm back.
I was like, I'm here.
12 months later.
I was like, hi, did you miss me? So
not I'll be here when you get back.
Dead ass.
Good for him. That's nice.
Shut up.
That was nice because some niggas be like, man, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, no. He was like, okay, good luck. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
It's different. You know, you see things and whatever you hear, or everyone's got something to say in their opinions.
Yep.
And it's just unfortunately like we're in the limelight. You're on social media, like you're exposing yourself to everything. I just kind of lean into it versus run from it because
this is my truth.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't have to sleep with me.
And
you don't have to
really
come to
love Nick Cannon?
I love him.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just talked about he's a great human. He's a great person. You're like, you really love him?
Wow, Nick.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. He is great, but
You know, even knowing that what your relationship is and you know what your non-negotiables are, what you like and what you don't like. Have you ever felt like, damn, like this is hard to share this person?
Do you know how many kids he has?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
wait, how many does he have?
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many? How
Well,
many?
8.
How many?
8, including
Yeah.
yours.
Mothers. How many mothers is it?
4, 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you the
5.
6th or the
No,
5th?
I'm 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, seeing stuff like that is hard
It's
when
hard,
when you love somebody and you know whatever. It's like, okay, so now because that's a whole different level of relationship. That's a lot longer than just like fucking around with somebody. You know, I mean, this is
Forever in my life.
This is forever.
Yeah.
So then you're like, oh, okay, well. So are you the same with everybody? So then you do get into that space
In
where you're
your
like, well, hold
thoughts,
on a
like,
second.
do you love me more? Do you love me?
Yeah, but then it's a comparison thing. So then you go down to like, I'm not, first of all, I'm not even compared to any of those women. Like, that's not who I am at all.
Right.
So, and we've had conversations. I'd be like, what happened here? Like, or what's this or whatever. And we have that openness that you can say whatever you want to say. And it's not like, I'm not trying to be nasty or it's not like, it's none of those like empty emotions.
Malicious.
Like,
Yeah,
no, it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, so where are you at? Like, what is this
Tell me
to
the
you?
truth.
Like, just communicate to me so I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's really all it is. It's just communicating. Because I feel like even in normal relationships, you ask a man, like, why are you following your ex-girlfriend? Why are you looking at her shit? Why are you doing whatever?
Right.
It's always a lie. It's always
Right.
some whatever.
Yeah.
Some BS.
And with him, it's always the truth.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, you give me the truth, you give me the position to be like, you know what, I don't want to do
What
this
do I say
anymore.
all the time?
Yeah.
Like,
Give
or-
the person the opportunity.
Yeah.
to love you
Opportunity.
authentically.
The true you.
Yeah.
The true you.
Yeah.
Everything about it, you know what I mean? And then you're not scared to lie to me, you don't keep things from me, you don't whatever. And those are all the parts of the relationships that I never liked.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why are you lying? For what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to you. Like, that
Yeah.
was your shady behavior.
Right.
So it's just a different comfort and security in knowing that you can like really talk to your partner regardless on.
I feel like that lacks in a lot of relationships,
Yeah.
which I like that you said that. It's like when you have to lie to somebody, then it puts you in a fucked up position in your relationship. But when you can just be honest with them,
Yep. You
and I
give them
feel
the
like,
opportunity,
and
the
too,
choice.
and responding to truth in a positive way. I feel like as females, we fuck up on that part.
Yeah.
is a
Because then it's like,
beautiful
why
point.
would he tell you the truth if every time he does it, you wild the fuck out?
Yeah. Instead of trying to understand
Instead of being like,
it.
let's
Yeah.
have a conversation.
I get it.
Or thank you for telling me
Thank
the
you.
truth.
Yeah.
It may not feel good. I may not be okay in this moment, but at least you told me the truth.
And you don't
And I
have
can
to agree
respect
with
that.
it.
And you don't have to
Yeah,
agree.
You don't have to
to
like.
agree
I don't
with
have to
it.
like that you got 8 kids. I don't have to like nothing.
Right.
Nothing about any of
Right.
this. But at the end of the day, it's like I make the conscious decision to be here with all of the information that I have because you gave me that opportunity, not
Yeah.
because you lied to me or conned me or told me what I wanted to hear or whatever. It's not like some cult like everybody likes to think that it
They
is.
think you're in a cult?
I swear, girl, the shit I hear, I'm like, huh? Cult?
I'm like, Bre, blink
Yep,
if you're
mhm.
okay.
Yeah, I'm really like, it's a whole thing, girl. You hear the craziest
No.
stuff, and I'm like, he's the best dad. He tries so hard. Like, I have so many
Yeah.
friends that are just like fighting over their kids in court. The dads are never present. They don't help with anything. They're in these like damaged situations, and I'm just thankful that it's just not.
So how
my
do you feel
reality.
about that with him having 8 children and, you know, you bringing a beautiful baby boy into this world, and are you worried about equal time? Are you worried about him being present in the home enough? Are you worried about
Or is it all relative? Because time is
Yeah.
relative. I mean, obviously, he has 8 children, so there's no possible way
Yeah.
he can be 100% present with
and do you
everybody.
think that's okay?
Or,
like, do you worry about that? Because to me, I would be like, okay, if I'm having a baby, I want the father to be present.
So,
Every day. I want you to be at seeing him walk, seeing him talk, seeing him all the time.
Okay, so that's your intention. Now you get married and you get a divorce.
Right.
Then where are you at?
Right.
You know? So it's like, those are always everyone's intentions, which are great, but it doesn't 99% of the time like work out like that. Like, yes, you may be home to put them to sleep, but you left before they woke up, they had their full day, the wife takes care of them, they go to sleep, you barely tuck them in. You know, like, it's different for every household.
You're talking about even men in marriages.
I'm talking about
whoever.
normal situations.
Normal,
Nick makes his whole own schedule, like, without putting all his stuff out there. You know, it's, you know, one kid has this in the morning, the other one has this. Like, he's doing that, fitting meetings in between. Like, if anyone puts in the effort to like get it done, I've watched him do it for so many years, you know?
Right.
So to me personally, that's not really a thing that I worry about. But also growing up with a single mom and growing up with all women, I was like, I don't really need you.
I don't need you.
Like, that's cool if you want to be here, and I love you to be present, and I love that for my son to have a male figure, but I don't need you.
But do you think the baby needs him?
I mean, of course, like, all kids like need their father, and they need, you know, that support, especially like as a man. Like, you want to be raised by a man, and I think especially at that time, he will step in, especially when needed.
Got you.
And you know, I hear how he is on the phone, and I see a lot of the stuff that's going on, and like, he's very present. He's very like, every night, every day, talks to the kids. It's not like, well, I'm going on tour for 3 weeks, I'll see you when I get back. It's not. It's not like that. And I think people take a lot of credit away from how much effort he actually puts into his relationship.
I can see that.
Do you feel like, or have you ever experienced him not being able to give you time because it's like, one of my kids need me, or I need to, you know, has there ever been a situation where you felt, especially because now that I'll say this, when you announced, you had your gender reveal, it kind of came public that he was the father of your child.
So
and
beautiful.
But it
y'all
kind of
all on the beach walking and shit. I'm like, she really love this nigga. He better bring me back next season.
But it
I
came
ain't on
at
the tour. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Uh-oh.
You done?
I'm done. I love you, Nick. Just damn, let me have at least one show or some shit. All right. I'm done.
I'm like, you said no to the tour, so
That's what I thought.
I'm like,
I wasn't gonna say
no.
anything.
She said no to it.
I
So
did?
You did.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
they asked?
Every time, and you say no.
Jesus.
Not no, but I can't. But I'm not going there. But that during that time came with like controversy almost at the exact same time because Nick unfortunately lost his son.
Yeah.
And it was like right at the same time almost. And it was like your happy moment, you're bringing a life into the world with a man who just lost his child. And so I think, so that's why I asked, has there been a time where it was like, I can't show up for you right now because I gotta go show up over here?
You know, that was actually probably the hardest thing that we've ever went through together
as a couple.
Because obviously, with all due respect to her, like, I would never speak on like their situation, you know what I mean? But for me, it was like, okay, so it's even more of a reason to hide this and keep this a secret until maybe
Time
in 2
passes,
years
yeah.
we come out and say whatever, you know? So like, we had no intention of coming out. Everyone's like, oh, you had a gender reveal. I was supposed to hide in my house? Like, yeah, I had a gender reveal.
It's my life.
But it was in a rental property that nobody knew about on a random day at 2:00. Like, it's not, I had 20 people, my closest family and friends, you know? So there was no intention whatsoever of coming out with that, or even me saying it was his. We hadn't decided because it was a really
Tough
delicate
time.
situation.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine like what she was going through, and just like, as another woman, I was like, I don't want to come out and put like that. It was just, it was fucked. It was all fucked, and like we didn't.
But you felt bad. You didn't.
Of course,
want,
I feel bad. I mean, it was just innocent child. So we're talking about 6 months. Like, regardless on like whatever the situation is with another, none of that is concerning to me at all.
Right.
So it was really hard to like make that call, and so we didn't make the call. We were like, you know what? We'll just keep it between our closest friends and family, and you know, we'll deal with it later. And then got outed, and then at that point, it was like, all right, well now we have to lean into it because it's like, it is what it is. It's out. And we also don't want to make it seem like, oh, you know, this was an accident. Like, it wasn't an accident. So
So you guys planned this. This was like,
we talked about this for a long time. So I'm like, I'm not about to paint this other narrative to like make anyone feel better. I hate that it's out, but I have to just still be my truth. Like this is what it is.
Yeah.
So that was definitely, that was rough. Yeah. And it was just like, and I got ripped apart. So I was just like,
you did. Yeah.
all right.
The internet is so evil.
Oh,
and they have no idea.
I have no idea. I mean, obviously, it's already so unconventional. Nobody agrees with what you're doing anyways.
Right.
So it's like you already got that factor.
Right.
And then you bring in something like that. It's like, we have no intention. We also didn't know that that was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
because at the
like,
time, how far along were you? You were already.
I was already, what was that, January? I was like 4 months, September, October, November. Yeah, 4 months. Yeah, I was like 4 months. And I had just got to like my safe period and all of that stuff. And I already gone through a couple miscarriages. So like I already have my own thing, you know? So I was like, I can't even believe I'm here. And then this happens, and then you're like, fuck, what? Like,
so y'all had been trying.
Yeah. So we had already had one, and then, you know, it's just been, and it was right before. So it was like, there was already so many other internal things going on. And then to have that happen, you're like, well, what do I do with this? Because it's also not my business and not my place, but how do I respect this person without taking away all of the things that I also want for myself? Like, what if I don't have another kid? So now I don't have a gender reveal. I don't have a baby shower. I don't
celebrate this
celebrate
life.
my moment and my kid because of the unfortunate. It's like, it was such a struggle. It was rough.
Yeah.
Do you see it as, or in your relationship with Nick and y'all's dynamic, do you guys see it as a blended family? Or do you see it as separate families?
That's a good
Are the
question.
women coming together? Do y'all communicate? Do y'all have a relationship? Because your
children
children
know
at the
each
end of
other?
the day are family.
Yeah.
Which makes y'all family. To me,
So-
I don't know if that's the same for y'all.
I mean, it is for me.
For you,
I
okay.
can't speak for anybody
Yeah.
else. As of now, the women don't really have to talk, and they don't necessarily need to. A lot of the kids are so young that they can't even really be together yet or know, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm sure in time it'll be fine. I mean, I have every intention of, you know, they can all go hang out together. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. You know, Nick makes jokes. I'll pick them all up in the van. I'll send 7. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. I don't see the point
Do
in
you
ever
want your son
separating
to know
them.
their other siblings?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's no reason not to. What? Because it's another woman. I mean, it's the same thing like if you got remarried or anything else. It's just another
But
sibling.
if you're still if he's currently having relationships, is that weird for you to be in the same room watching his affection towards another
somebody
woman?
else.
Because right now everything is separate. So how
I see
would
what
you
you're saying,
feel
but
in one room?
I feel like any of us in the room are going to be respectful.
Right,
And
right.
he's always respectful. So I don't necessarily see that being a
But
situation.
y'all never done that. Been in the same room.
accurate.
Got you.
I mean, I think I've been in a room with a couple of them not knowing whatever.
But I didn't know yet.
You know, I didn't know. I kind of knew, but didn't know. But it doesn't bother me personally. Not to say that I'm not going to feel their energy and feel that they feel a type of way. But all you can really do with that is just kind of space yourself and just mind your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I'm trying to put myself in that
situation.
Because you know, in like intimate relationships, you know y'all when it's
Yeah.
y'all. So you're not thinking about him, like the little things, like taking your
Y'all's
bang,
thing.
your hair and tucking it behind your ear, and then being in a room and watching him do that to another
somebody
woman.
else?
It's like, wow, I thought that was like my
I thought
thing.
you just tucked my bang.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
you
It's like,
tucking bangs?
Wow, you just tucked bangs. I thought you just did that for
To
me, but you
me,
really just be
yeah.
out here tucking bangs.
Yeah.
So that's just your thing. So then it's like,
Wow.
is it special because it's isolated, or is it special because it's me?
So everything that I hear from you is emotion and ego. You know what I mean? Like that. Those are the things that are coming up versus like I would come and tuck your hair like I would your hair because I love y'all like as a person. So it's like it all just depends on perspective. I feel like because that's also being a little bit jealous and that's being territorial and it's like all of those natural things that you have when you're with somebody, which I get, but we are really good about like removing that. Like if there's something I like, don't do that in front of me. He'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
You know, and he won't. But I can't say that it's like happened yet.
Right,
Or
right,
will,
right,
you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I
Well,
mean,
regardless if you act on it or not, it's just that feeling, that human nature
Yeah.
to feel
Yeah.
that regardless if you act on it and be like, I don't like that, you know, but it's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, oh.
But I think the difference with her situation is she went into this situation knowing.
Yeah.
Like, when you're not
You
training,
think about those possibilities.
Yeah.
Like, I know that you
Yeah.
don't just,
I'm not
you don't belong to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And
Yep.
you're going into it knowing, like, this is what our relationship is. You're training your mind to know all of that, all of the possibilities.
But it goes both ways.
Yeah.
You also don't own me.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
So if I go and tuck some niggas bang, don't be mad.
Right. If I go brush his hair and put his do-rag on, braid my hair. Now I'm braiding a nigga's hair with your baby in my belly.
Yeah.
not the baby.
Do you date other people?
Maybe.
Ooh,
Ooh, not maybe.
Maybe not
Bre
now.
ain't dating
She said, I'm not
nobody.
doing it right now. But
No,
She
not
looks
now.
so cute. Maybe. Ain't talking to nobody else.
Maybe.
Been talking to Nick for 10 years. Maybe.
But you're
Yeah.
you're not excluding the idea of after you give him birth. Like,
No, I mean,
Yeah.
we've had these conversations. Like,
Yeah.
if at any point either one of us is unhappy with the situation, like, we can do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
And we've done that so many times, or I should
Yeah.
say I've done that so many times,
Yeah.
that I know that I can do that if I feel like I'm not getting my needs met, or if I want something else or whatever. I could change my mind. This kid could be something totally different where I'm like, you know what? I do want
I
to try
want
this
this.
conventional family. And I know that in our history and in our relationship, I have enough respect that I can voice that, I can do that, and he will respect my choice.
That's cool. That's
So
dope, though.
Yeah.
it leaves
That's
that
a
door
safe,
open.
a real safe space.
Yeah.
I love that.
But yet I keep coming back.
You're like a
Ended up
decade
here,
later.
and here I am.
Yeah, here I am.
So,
Now we're in it for
How
life.
do Nick be like? Wait, how he be doing?
huh?
I think
For sure, huh?
What?
Like he got some sense.
like Nick, like how he be getting all these women?
I don't know.
Nicholas, she's like, we love him.
You know, I will say the very first time I met Nick, this was when Wildin' Out, the first season you guys did in Atlanta. The very first season y'all did in Atlanta. And Nick had a pool party at the house. And he had a pool party at the house. I think Danielle threw
there
it
you go.
together.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
all the girls. Yeah, remember we
Yeah.
went? It was me and you went, remember?
Yes, that was fun.
And it was fun. Yeah, we walked in, but I remember that was my first interaction, like personal interaction with him. And I remember we walked in and he was like kind of lounging on the couch. Everybody was just kind of chilling, but he got up. Hey, like he was very, his manner, like he was
Nick
very
is very
respectful.
charming.
And
He's
but just
chivalrous,
very,
he has
respectful.
manners, he's a
Yeah.
good person.
And I think that is something that you don't really see, especially in this industry. We'll be walking around with bags, niggas will walk right by.
Like, you good? Yeah.
It's like, but Nick was very like, oh yeah, like welcome.
Yeah.
That, you know,
I
it
be
was very.
playing when I be like, how you falling? I mean, obviously, but Nick is a great human.
Yeah.
He's a great human, and he loves people.
Yeah,
he
he
is such
does.
a good person.
And there's none of that, like, you know, I'm a whatever. Like, he don't care.
he don't. So real quick before we go, have y'all heard of microdosing?
I've heard of microdosing. Have you heard of microdosing?
I think I have, but if you search on the internet, you will find that all sorts of people are microdosing to feel healthier and perform better.
Our show today is sponsored by Microdose Gummies, which give you an entry level to THC.
Yes, they make you feel the perfect level of good. So they really do taste and feel amazing. They give you the perfect boost.
Yeah, and they can help with anxiety. They can help you sleep. If you're experiencing pain in your body, they help with all of that stuff. Even if you just want to feel good and relax, just a nice little chill
Vibe.
not too much. I know for me, I have really bad anxiety, so I like to take them before, like for the show, if I feel like I'm nervous.
Be more calm.
It kind of helps me feel calm. Or if I'm really sore, if my body is aching, I'll take it before I go to sleep. It helps me sleep. So yeah.
And you guys, these gummies are available nationwide. To learn more about microdosing THC, just do a quick search online or go to microdose.com and use the promo code KFS.
You guys, you get free shipping and 30% off.
Period.
What? 30% off
That's a
and
lot.
free shipping? Because that free shipping, that'll get you.
That'll get you.
I'll add a couple more things to my cart if it's free shipping.
So links can be found in this show description. But again, that's microdose.com and use the promo code KFS. 30% off, baby.
It's just like he is who he is, you know, which I love. But it's just, he's a whole different type of spirit and human. Like when you talk to him, and he's very intelligent, and just like the level of like, you know, like, yes, you don't believe about signing paperwork and whatever, but these are relationships and covenants that you enter into that you still are like respectful of. And that goes for like majority of the people in his life that, you know, from work to whatever, like, he'll put you on, he'll help you, he'll do whatever.
And he's been doing, I think he's known for doing that.
Yeah.
In the industry. Whether people can say whatever they want to say, he is known for backing people up, supporting people. Amber Rose, Kaylani, everybody on Wild 'N Out. I mean, career.
Kevin Hart was in the pilot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has been responsible for putting people on in a major way, especially in the industry, and that speaks volumes to a person's character for sure. I agree with that.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and sharing your story with us.
Thanks
Tell
for
us
having
about
me.
what you have coming next and all the upcoming things. In
She
your life.
gave us a little
She
secret
did.
exclusive, and we can't tell
We're gonna
y'all.
bring her back after that is
Ooh,
public.
I can't wait.
I know, but
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too.
So we definitely have some drama coming.
yeah,
It's gonna be good.
it's gonna be good, juicy.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be very interesting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to share that. And then just more real estate stuff. I got a couple big clients and flips that I can't wait. I know you were with me when I did the BSimone property on the podcast.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That was one of your biggest.
Yeah, it was one of my biggest sales. So that
Who's
was
been the
good.
craziest client you've had? Like, where
Yeah.
you're like, I cannot believe I just did so-and-so's blah, 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 blah.
I wouldn't be able to say.
Dang.
I know.
Okay, tell us after.
I know. It's like that's the
It was
one
that
thing.
big, okay.
Oh yeah, you're like, are you okay? Like, oh, but you know when you work with these people, you got to sign all this stuff. So Ben was a really good friend that let me like
Talk about it.
Yeah, talk
Okay.
about it and utilize it. So that was good. But
Wow.
yeah,
What's coming up?
oh yeah, back to that. So I got this one big thing. I have resort line and a baby line coming out. So it's like a travel type of thing.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm really excited about that. It's gonna be really cute. I made Nick get in these shorts and he was not happy. So I was like, you're gonna match my son. You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
So we got that.
It's hilarious.
I love that. You're like, you know what? You won't be here.
We about to have these family pictures.
Yep.
I don't know
on.
what to tell you.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on.
like
Yep.
all the whole array of them.
Yep.
Get your ass on the beach. We are
She just
going
posted
for
a pic today. They holding hands, and I'm like, yeah. Y'all look so cute though. That's
And you're
dope.
happy, and that's all that
That's
matters.
all that matters.
You're happy.
That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
you choose your happiness.
Yeah, and I think if more people walked in their truth, life would just be easier.
So much easier.
Y'all can judge her situation all you want. You can
But you ain't got to live it.
and you in a relationship and your nigga still lying.
And you ain't happy.
And you ain't happy.
Yeah.
So she's happy and got the truth. So, you know,
It's a win
whatever
for me.
works for you. Whoever fuck with me, you better not chew my ass. Be monogamous, I'll kill ya. No, I'm just kidding.
She's not kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
She said, be monogamous or I'll kill you.
No, but just be with people that believe in the same thing you believe in. And you opened up my eyes to a lot of stuff. Like, you know, you like you said, well, that's ego. And I'm like, all right, ego. Like, suppress the ego. Fuck. You know, like little stuff to think about.
hard.
But yeah.
Yeah, it definitely pushes you.
I love your truth, your honesty, and your vulnerability and being open with your story. And like you said, you've had miscarriages. It's such a, you know, I'm sorry about that. And I didn't even know about that. And this is such a beautiful gift for you to bring life into this world. So
That's wild.
It's wild, right?
Yeah.
I've had 3, and it's
Yeah.
the most insane journey that you can ever be on. When I tell you it, how you feel right now doesn't even hold a candle to every milestone you're gonna feel. Like as your baby makes milestones, you are making milestones as a woman, as a wife,
human,
as a as a person, and it's the most incredible journey that never ends.
Love that.
It just never ends, and they never stop growing, and you don't ever stop growing with them. And it's it puts you in a position to love in a real way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you really know what that is, and then it causes you, if you allow it to, it causes you to be able to walk in that love with other people in a real way. And I feel like the mindset that you have is so beautiful. It's gonna get even more.
Yeah, I can't wait.
When you see this
child
man,
that
it's
you
like,
birthed. Are you gonna have a natural water birth?
I am at home.
What?
Yeah. Even he was like, "You're gonna do what?" I was like, "This is what I'm gonna do."
Wow.
good for you.
Yeah,
And
I
you
mean,
can.
who
And
knows
you
what I'm
can.
getting
No.
into, but
you
yeah.
can. Your
Yeah.
body
Can
can.
do it. That's what
And
it's
you
made
need to
for.
tell
Exactly.
yourself, I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Yeah.
You were built for this.
Yep.
You can
Yep.
do this.
Yep.
And if you keep telling yourself that, you have control over your body, your
Yep.
mind, your spirit,
Yep.
your soul.
For sure.
I can do this.
Yep.
My body
That's
was
literally
created
what
to
we
do
were-
this.
yep.
Yes. And it will happen.
Yep.
And you will feel some things, but I'm telling you, my mom had me natural, and she said there is no feeling
better feeling than that.
That's what I've heard from everyone.
She said there is no better feeling. When that baby, she was like, I can't explain the euphoria that you have. It's like
the exact same word everyone uses too, which is so wild. My girlfriend's done 2 water home births, and she's the one that talked me into it. And I was like, are you high? Like, what's wrong with you? It was, it's amazing.
Yeah. So my mom said it's like the most beautiful and such an empowering feeling. And so, I think that I just love, the way you articulate yourself in your mind. And I just feel like once you have this, you are going to be like,
on a whole new level.
It's gonna be, I can't wait till you come back. And hear where you are.
Guys go.
I was just saying in the store today, I was like, man, I'm getting baby fever. I keep feeling like I want another baby. So yes, bring baby boy. I'll hold. You guys talk. I'll sit around.
Can't wait. I'll be like, here you go.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. And
thank you guys.
One more thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just reminding you. No, for sure.
You're like, one more thing. Don't get out of here.
I'm like, don't get out of here yet.
Yeah, just how we end the show. We always do something. Obviously, this is a Know For Sure podcast. KNOW. But we always say, no for sure. No for sure. Like, that means like 100%. Like, I agree with you. So we always leave with 2 things. What you know 100% for sure after this podcast, and what you are saying no to for sure.
What I'm saying
no to.
She's like, giving a fuck about what y'all think about my relationship.
Amen. That part. I mean, been doing that, but definitely a no to whatever the fuck y'all got to say.
Right.
And then what do I know for sure?
Yeah, what do you know for sure?
Oh, it's actually what we were just talking about. Like, I know that this birth is going to be like this whole next chapter and milestone and just like new version of myself, which is something I'm like so excited about. And the countdown is on.
Yeah. Because you're any day now, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
so by the time this podcast come out,
I could be doing it right now.
Yeah. You're like, my water might break. I gotta
go. Sorry about your chair. Like,
talking about a water bird. It's about to be an Airbnb bird.
You're like, baby, we gotta get that jacuzzi ready.
Like,
no, for sure. Live. Water bird. Ooh, that'll up the views. Come on.
Yeah.
This baby.
Come on. Water break. No.
I'm like, y'all gotta get me out of this jumper.
Thank you for coming, Bre. You are such a good person, right?
Beautiful.
Like, you really embraced me when we did the podcast. I didn't really know.
We had the best time.
We had such a good time, and I didn't know what I was doing. We had fun.
None of us did.
We took you out to eat. And
she got to fart on me all day. It was great.
Her and Dina, man, I swear.
Thank you so much.
But come back. We can't wait for you to come back.
Love you.
I love you.
Bye, guys. We're out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Know For Sure podcast. Make sure you keep the conversation going and use our hashtag KnowForSurePod.
Yes, we want to see you guys share the hashtag KnowForSurePod on all social media platforms. We want to keep the conversation going.
Keep it going. Go to the website, KnowForSurePod.com, and follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter, KnowForSurePod.